My friends, listen closely. Because what I'm about to tell you is something most people will never understand until life breaks them open. There is a silent suffering that comes only to the ones God chooses. A suffering so deep, so personal, that it feels like your entire soul is being reshaped from the inside. If life has been unusually hard for you, if you've carried burdens no one sees, if your heart has been stretched beyond its limits, it's not because you are cursed. It's because you are chosen. Stay with me till the end of this video, because this truth may finally explain why God has allowed your soul to walk through fire again and again. Before we begin this spiritual journey, if you feel connected to this message already, hit the subscribe button to join our inner divine family. Comment "I am ready" below, so this message becomes a blessing in your life. And please, support this video with a like, so it reaches the souls who desperately need this truth today. The first pain of the chosen ones. There is a pattern God follows whenever He chooses a soul for a higher purpose. And the first sign is never a blessing. It's never sudden abundance. It's never miracles appearing out of nowhere. The very first sign is pain. Not ordinary pain, but a deep, strange, lonely pain that comes long before any breakthrough. A heaviness you cannot explain. A quiet sadness that doesn't match your life. A feeling that no place, no person, and no moment on this earth fully understands you. Yogananda said, "The deeper the sorrow carves into your being, the more joy you can contain." And that is exactly what happens. Before God fills you with divine strength, He carves you open. Life removes the people you thought would stay forever. Dreams collapse. Plans disappear. And slowly, you are pushed into silence. Into stillness. Into surrender. This is God's first test. A test to see if your soul can stand alone in darkness before He raises you into His light. Because the chosen ones must first survive the shaping. When God chooses someone, He breaks their heart open, so that divine light can finally enter. You've walked through heartbreak that felt almost impossible to survive. Relationships that shattered your trust. Family wounds that cut deeper than words. Moments that left you wondering why life was so heavy on your soul. But here is the truth. Heartbreak is not punishment. It is preparation. God cannot lift a closed heart. He cannot place divine power into a soul still attached to the old, still holding on to what was never meant to stay. So He breaks what must be broken to free what must rise. Every heartbreak softened your spirit. Every disappointment cleared your path. Every betrayal opened your eyes. These experiences shaped your intuition, your compassion, your strength. The chosen ones suffer early because their mission begins early. One of the hardest stages chosen souls pass through is the phase of isolation. It feels sudden, as if life quietly pulls people away from you. Friends drift without reason. Conversations feel shallow. And even in a crowded room, you feel strangely disconnected, as if your soul is standing apart from the world. But this is not an accident. It is divine design. God removes the noise, so you can finally hear His voice. Yogananda said, "The silence of the heart is the doorway to God." And so, the chosen ones are separated long before they are elevated. In that solitude, something begins to shift. Alone time becomes sacred time. Isolation becomes transformation. Loneliness becomes alignment. And when your spiritual eyes finally open, you realize something powerful. You were never truly alone. You were simply being prepared. Every chosen one walks through fire. Not physical fire, but the fire of inner battles. The fire of doubt. The fire of fear. The fire of losing everything you depended on. The fire of questioning why God is letting this happen. But remember this. Fire does not destroy gold. It purifies it. God uses fire. Not to punish you, but to burn away everything false in you. The fear that wasn't yours. The limitations society gave you. The beliefs that kept you small. The wounds that kept you weak. Yogananda taught. Trials are but stepping stones toward God. And every trial you faced was a step. There comes a moment when a chosen soul reaches the darkest valley. The moment when nothing makes sense. When prayer feels empty. When God feels distant. When life feels heavy. And the future feels uncertain. This painful stage is called the dark night of the soul. If you've been through this, understand this truth. God did not leave you. He was closest to you in that silent darkness. He was rewiring your soul. Removing old karmic patterns. Strengthening your spiritual muscles. Yogananda said, when you feel God is silent, He is preparing the right answer. The silence was your redesign. Then something subtle begins to happen. You wake up one morning. And your heart feels lighter. You look at the same world. But something inside you has changed. You begin to notice grace. In ordinary moments. You feel guided. You feel protected. You feel prepared. This is the first light after the darkness. Suddenly you understand your pain. You understand your past. You understand your purpose. Everything starts to fall into place. Slowly, quietly, beautifully. When your soul has finally walked through fire. When the old layers have fallen away. And when your heart has been purified through every trial. That's when God begins to reveal why you suffered. Suddenly, people start coming to you for guidance. Drawn not by your words, but by the energy you carry. Your intuition grows sharper. You begin attracting situations that match the higher purpose waiting within you. And slowly, a realization awakens. Your suffering was not meaningless. It gave you the wisdom to help others rise. Your wounds became your ministry. Your heartbreak became your teaching. Your loneliness became your awakening. Everything you went through prepared you for the souls you are meant to guide. And this is the moment you truly know. You were chosen. And now, after everything you have walked through, life slowly begins to shift. The blessings you waited years for finally start to approach you. Opportunities align with perfect timing. People who match your energy begin appearing effortlessly. New paths open before you. And invisible doors unlock one after another. Doors that were always meant for you. Because now, you are ready. Your vibration is different. Your consciousness has expanded. Your heart has been purified by pain. And your soul stands aligned with the divine assignment it was born to fulfill. Nothing was wasted. Not a single tear. Not a single setback. The suffering you once feared was never the end. It was the beginning. The sacred foundation of your rise. If this message touched your heart, if even for a moment you felt God whispering through these words, then I invite you to subscribe and become a sacred part of our inner divine family. Your presence here is not an accident. Something guided you. Something brought you to this video. Honor that calling. Comment "I am chosen" below. So this truth becomes an affirmation stamped into your destiny. And if someone in your life is hurting, searching, or silently fighting battles they never speak about, share this video with them. You might become the reason they don't give up today. May God surround you with protection. Flood your path with clarity. and reveal your purpose in the perfect divine moment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening with your heart. This is Inner Divine. And your spiritual journey is only just beginning.